I can make the Olympic team right now.
Go get it.
And if I have 3 perfect runs in Salt Lake, the best runs of my life, I can beat the Austrians and the Swiss and have a realistic shot at the podium. Then law school, and then a startup, a foundation that seeds entrepreneurial women. My father's at the bottom of the slope, telepathically telling me to check my line.
Check your line.
I check my line. Good snow contact, calm upper body, legs together, good shape, no line deviation. Set up for the D-spin and stick the landing. Now, 2 things you need to know before the second trick, which will be a 720. The first is that when visibility is bad the way it is now, race officials toss pine boughs on the course so the skiers have some foreground depth reference. The second is that the tightness of your bindings is determined by what's called a DIN setting. If you're a beginner, your DIN setting is probably a 2 or 3. If you're an experienced weekend skier, it's probably 7 or 8. Mine's 15. My boots are basically welded to my skis, right? So how does this happen? It happened because I hit a pine bough that had become frozen in the snow. And I hit it so precisely that it simply snapped the release of my bindings. Right in that moment, I didn't have time to calculate the odds of that happening because I was about to land pretty hard on my digitally remastered spinal cord, which was being held together by spare parts from an erector set. None of this has anything to do with poker. I'm only mentioning it because I wanted to say to whoever answered that the worst thing that could happen in sports was 4th place at the Olympics. Seriously? Fuck you. I'm Molly Bloom. Do you know about me?
オリンピック目前のトップアスリートから26歳にしてセレブだけの高額ポーカーの経営者へ。
I was the biggest game runner in the world.
Movie stars, athletes, billionaires, that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Why do you play?
I like destroying lives.
ハリウッドセレブの欲望の裏側。モリーズゲーム。